that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, Caring Medical
Post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
Lady Ravens get conference play started with a W, 72-65. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, when they needed it most, it was a neck-and-neck game the whole way. 14-14 in the first. Ravens led by 5 at the break. Pratt cut it to 4 in the third, but Coffeyville makes just enough plays to hang on and win a really, really fun back-and-forth game.
Yeah, and it really came down to Kylie Ortiz not only coming through with a couple of big threes in the fourth quarter, but a couple of great steals to halt the possession for Pratt, and it really made the difference in the last few minutes of this game.
It sure did. Both teams finished with 18 turnovers, so it was a sloppy game at times, but let's go over final stats. Pratt shoots 35% from the field, 42% from three, 88% at the line. And a great day for Princess Anderson, 18 points, 13 points, 11 rebounds from AC Hanslick, 16 points for Isa Sanders. Emily Acton, 15. She hit 5 threes. She was big too, but great. Princess got into some early foul trouble. Macy Hanslick fouled out late, and Chris, it was just enough for the Ravens to hang on.
It amazes me that Princess Anderson scored 18, and they were all in the second half. I mean, yeah, she had foul trouble in that first half, but she found a way to get around that foul trouble and lead her team in scoring. I believe, if I remember correctly, she averaged 23 last year. I think she's around 21 this year. But still, I mean, good grief, finding a way to make those great shots and keep her team in this game.
She's one heck of a player, man. Let's go over the Ravens' final stats. 34% from the floor, 34% from three, 67% from the stripe. 22 points for Bailey Lehman, including some big ones down the stretch. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 7 of 11 shooting. Chris Bailey, once again, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, incredible numbers for Bailey Lehman. 20
points, 12 rebounds for Karis Washington. Another great day at the line for Karis. 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Also 13 points from Kylie Ortiz, 11 from Ivy Fox. Ravens won the rebound battle 51-37. 16 offensive rebounds, Chris. I think that, along with going to the free throw line 16 more times, those were the 2 biggest things for Coffeyville today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ravens get the win, 72-65. It's our Red Raven postgame show, of course. Second game of our doubleheader just around the corner. We'll hear from Jay Herkelman in just a few moments, and we'll hear from Coach Tony Turner here to put a bow on Game 1 in just a little bit as well. But the Lady Ravens off to a 1-0 start in conference play, and they get the win 72-65. And, Chris, after that loss to NEO, you have to think after winning here today, that might do that just enough for them to keep their spot in the national top 25.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it was a little closer than what you might think this game, but when you're going up against an NEO team like that's ranked and just playing at home and to almost come back and have that, you would think the comeback would count for something as well.
You definitely would. But the Ravens get the win over a very, very talented Pratt team. Ravens now 6-1 on the season and 1-0 in Jayhawk Conference play. They'll take on, of course, the Cloud County Thunderbirds coming up on Tuesday. But we have one more Pratt versus Coffeyville matchup here this afternoon. The Red Raven men's team trying to snap a 2-game skid. They take on the Beavers that they knocked out in the Region 6 quarterfinals a year ago. So, Chris, like we said with the girls, the boys are thinking payback as well against the Ravens in Nellis Hall.
No doubt about it. This is going to be an exciting game. I don't know if it can get much more exciting than that first game, but good grief, this second game of this doubleheader, it's going to be something else. And you know Coffeyville, they want to get off of that 0-2 against NEO on the last week. They want to put a W back on the board again tonight.
Absolutely, they do. And of course, great games around the conference today. Barton taking on Independence. We also had Hutchinson and Dodge City. I mean, I don't know who makes the Jayhawk schedule, Chris, but the fact that they started off with Hutchinson and Dodge City, it's a psychopath who makes the schedule in this league. But, whoever they are, I love them for it.
Yeah, I mean,
who puts Goliath against Goliath on the conference opener?
somebody who wants to start the conference season off with a bang, and they were successful.
They were successful, no doubt. And that's just with the girls' game. The guys' game coming up, Hutch and Dodge have good boys' teams, too. So it's going to be an awesome doubleheader there this afternoon as well. But Tony Turner on his way over. Let's take a quick 90-second break. We'll be right back on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Lady Ravens 1-0 in conference play. They get a 72-65 win over the Pratt Beavers. I'm Shane Neal, now joined by head coach Tony Turner. And coach, wasn't pretty at times, but you defend Ellis Hall and you get a 1 in that win column to start conference play. It's got to feel good.
Oh yes, no question. It definitely feels good. Anytime you get a win in the JI conference, it's a good blessing, and I'm very excited.
Coach, we were reminded once again today the talent of Pratt's guards, but you got Princess Anderson in some early foul trouble, and after Macy Hanslick's hot start, she cooled off a little bit. I think your team did a nice job of kind of adjusting mid-game and not letting those guards kind of team up to take down your defense. It was kind of one at a time throughout the course of the game.
Oh man, system right there. They got a guard that can get downhill, and they got their point guards really big, and then they got those shooters out there, and it was. I thought we did a good job of at least just maintaining and just making it tough on them.
Coach, a thing that your team did so well to win conference games a year ago, rebound the basketball. You win the rebound battle 51-37 today. When you needed it most, you got scrappy and got those loose balls inside.
That's been the point of emphasis. That's been the point of emphasis this week is rebounding, and especially with our guards. They can't just leave it upon our bigs to rebound, and we had to get down there and mix it up with them, and I thought tonight they did a good job getting there and mixing it up.
And Coach, in a close game late in the Jayhawk Conference, which we know we'll see plenty this season, big three from Bailey Melton, couple big threes from Ivy Fox, big couple steals from Kylie Ortiz. When you need big plays from your big players, they stepped up in a big way here today.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and I thought they stepped up and made some plays, and that's just what this team is unique about. We still got some players on the bench that didn't play very much tonight that are very talented, and just waiting for they're waiting for their opportunity. Then that was the speech at the end. I know everybody didn't get to play, but hey, if you did play a lot, you better watch your back because these cats are coming. So just keep working hard every day.
Lady Ravens 6-1 to start the season. They get a win in their conference opener. Coach Tony Turner, good enough to join us. Thanks, Coach. We look forward to seeing you back out on the floor on Tuesday against Cloud.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Shay. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Bye,
thanks, Coach. And before we hear from Coach Turk, I want to get ready for game number 2. Chris, who is our US 98 player of the game here today? We got a lot of good options.
We do. And I really don't. I would have to say, just based on pure play and the hustle we saw throughout the whole game, when you say Bailey Lehman?
I would agree with that 100%. Obviously, a lot of players that played great games today, but not many more efficient and more clutch than Big Shot Bailey. Bailey Lehman, our US 98 player of the game. Let's step away for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Jay Herkelman as we get ready for game number 2. It's US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Jay Herkelman joins us in 2 minutes.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
Catch every second, every move of Red Raven basketball on US 98.
Johnson and one. A tough finish. Jackson driving, stuffing with the right hand.
My expectations every year is that we're going to win the conference.
Red Raven basketball on US 98 is brought to you by Medical Lodges, Community State Bank, Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, Windsor at Home Care, NDB of Coffeyville, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, Roman Chevrolet, and Coffeyville Community College. The hottest game on the court, Red Raven basketball on US 98.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler.
Red Ravens opening conference play at Nellis Hall this afternoon against the Pratt Beavers, and we're joined before tip-off by Coach Jay Herkelman. Coach, always appreciate the time. Excited to have Jayhawk Conference back.
Yeah, it's ready to go. We're middle of November playing conference games, and here we go.
And you started off with a Pratt team that's very different from the team that you saw a year ago. Last year's team had some really good forwards on it. This year's team a little more guard-heavy, but they're still a team that can be very, very dangerous in this league.
Yeah, they've got a different look to them. Last year's team had some length. They had big wings, and good player on the inside of 6'9". This team isn't as big, but their guard play is very aggressive on the offensive end. We're going to have to be alert with our defensive rules for this game to keep those guys out of the lane and also be able to make sure we got a hand up out there on the perimeter for the three-point shot.
And, Coach, another thing that this Pratt team has done very, very well at the opening and start of the season, it reflects their strong guard play so far. They've protected the basketball. Only 9 turnovers a game as a team through their first 4 games of the year. So with your length and your size on your roster, what's the game plan for trying to disrupt the passing lanes?
Well, hopefully we can get into our press. We've talked about how we need to be better, and we got to play harder when we're pressing. If you're going to be a good pressing team, you got to play really hard. And we did that early, but it was against opponents that were not as the quality of like NEO. And so hopefully, we can come out and do a good job with our press early. And
Round 2 of our Saturday afternoon. I'm Shane Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, like you said in the post game of Game 1, it's going to be pretty tough for these two teams to top Game 1 here today.
Yeah, what a great game. If there's 2 teams that can do it, though, it's these 2 teams right here.
No doubt about it. We just had the officials walk by us, Chris, and I'm just impressed. Those guys, they are jacked.
They really are.
My goodness.
Yeah, there's a couple of fist bumps that I'm kind of rubbing my knuckles
my knuckles
now.
hurt.
Yeah.
And this is a Pratt team that's very different, as Coach Herkelman told us, Chris. Last year's Pratt team, of course, led by Chibe Obucheri, as well as, you had Kai Kelman. You had, of course, a very good player as well, and a couple other really good forwards on that team that were very. Quentin Metcalf comes to mind as well. Those forwards are gone. Now it's a guard-led team, Chris. Their biggest player, only 6'8", but those guards are really, really good.
Yeah, in some ways it doesn't matter the height of the guards. They're going to put on a show, but we gotta see the height difference come into play here, and I think we will with a BK and with CJ Smith and and maybe even a Caparazzo. I mean, there's a lot of guards and a lot of big guys that can take over this game if they'd like.
Absolutely, they could. And Pratt sending out their starting five here this afternoon. We'll get those to you here in just a second.
And now the 6'2" guard from Queens, New York, number 15.
And there it is. That's their leading scorer. That's the last one coming out, Kevonte Williams. But starting lineup for the Pratt Beavers this afternoon, it'll be number 0, Caleb Smith. Number 1, Bubba Russ. Number 4, Jared Dingle. Number 11, Dion McLaughlin. And number 15, Kevonte Williams. But like we said, Chris, it's a small team. 2 guys that are 6'6". So Isaac Jackson, Janai Summers, CJ Smith, Boubacar Keita, they should all have big days here today in terms of having the advantage in the size department.
No doubt about that. You said that a whole lot better than I could. My knuckles are still sore. I was still recovering from the fist bumps from the refs. Sorry about that.
I just want to throw in a shout-out really quick to 2 people actually here today. One, Dirk Andrews not in the building today, and we have a fill-in that, he's done a lot of Red Raven football, but he has not done as much Red Raven basketball. He's killing it so far today.
Yeah, he is. That's for sure.
And another guy I want to give a shout-out to, the new Pratt broadcaster's taking over, of course, for Austin McNorton. Made the trip out here to Nellis Hall today. Really good dude. Gave us some good notes before the game, and obviously wish him and the Beavers the best of luck here after about 2 hours from now.
Exactly, yeah. Starting tonight.
Starting at about 6 o'clock.
On the drive home and stuff like that. Yeah.
Get home safe and play great until February.
Exactly.
Starting lineup for the Ravens here this afternoon, it'll be number 1, Javen Kofer, number 4, Janai Summers, number 15, Chris Carroll, number 23, Isaac Jackson, and number 24, Boubacar Keita. And Chris, we heard from Coach Herkelman early in the season that he had a lot of players he was going to mix and match into that starting lineup, but it seems like he's found a starting 5 he likes with Kofer, Summers, Carroll, Jackson, and Keita.
It's hard to argue against the starting 5 right here.
I see Red Raven volleyball coaches there across the gym. Head coach Dearden Kelly and the assistants over there hanging out. Oh, that's one of my favorite things, not just about CCC, but about college athletics, Chris, is athletes supporting athletes, coaches supporting coaches. It is just one big family here in CCC athletics.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You love to see it, and, when their sports come up, the other teams support them as well. I like the basketball with volleyball and stuff like that.
Down at NEO, we saw the football team. We saw the volleyball team down there at NEO making the trip on the road. So
yeah.
Isaac Jackson, Bubba Russ will jump. It's the Ravens off the tip. Conference play underway for the Red Raven men. Kofer works left and gets a screen from Isaac Jackson. Kofer to Keita. Keita with the basketball guarded by Bubba Russ. Handoff Chris Carroll. Big screen. Carroll steps into a jump shot way off. Keita there to clean it up. Gets it to Summers. Second chance for the Ravens. Shot clock did not reset. Summers to Jackson. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Isaac looking for a pass. Janai down low to Keita. Keita will back down Bubba Russ. Nice move by Keita. Lost it going up and a steal for Pratt. Here come the Beavers the other way. This is Dingle. Dingle hands it off. Caleb Smith. Driving inside, blocked by Keita. It will stay with Pratt, but once again, the elite rim defense of Boubacar Keita on full display.
Yeah, BK had it his way for that block. A flame-broiled block, if you will.
And it's Tanner Glenn that's filling in on PA today, so thank you to Andrew for letting me. I did not know his name. So, Tanner, big shout-out to Tanner Glenn here today. That shot is good for Pratt. A 3 there for Dion McLaughlin. Now Carroll hands it off to Jackson. Jackson to Summers. Ravens down 3-0 early, and there's a steal for Kevonte Williams coming the other way. A lot of contact, and he's fouled on the way up by Summers. Kevonte Williams, one of the best scorers in this league to start the season, averaging about 20 a game, and then you combine him with Caleb Smith. That backcourt is averaging almost 40 points a game combined.
Goodness.
Kevonte is a sophomore out of Queens, New York. And just like we talk about with Janai Summers and Indiana basketball players, Chris, it feels like anyone that's playing basketball out of New York, you're usually pretty good.
Yeah. We hear Queens a lot, too.
And Brooklyn, Bronx, New York. There's a lot of good talent from New York.
Yep.
1 out of 2 for Williams. It's 4-0 Beavers a minute in. Kofer brings it up, hands it off to Isaac Jackson. Jackson fakes the handoff to Summers. Now Isaac looking for a pass. Isaac, got to get rid of it, gets it to Janai. Janai pass to Chris Carroll. Carroll walks up against Caleb Smith, now attacking. Chris Carroll goes up and a foul late. Caleb Smith thought he got a lot of ball, but the officials say he got a little bit of Chris Carroll, and that's the difference. Pratt led by head coach Kenny Eddy in his second season. Red Ravens led by, of course, head coach Jay Herkelman in his 29th year. Chris Carroll at the free throw line. First one is off. 18:40 to go, first half, 4-0 Beavers. Ravens trying to get it to go in for the first time here today. And Carroll gets the Ravens on the board with that second free throw. Inbounds pass. And now Williams up ahead to McLaughlin. Nice trap here for the Ravens. They get it to Williams. Williams extra pass. And the pass to the baseline. Baseline drive by Russ. And they're going to call a foul against Isaac Jackson. So 4-1 inbound goes to Russ. This is Williams. Williams on the left wing. Beavers by 3 early in this one. Driving kick. McLaughlin extra pass to Smith. Smith will drive, go up, and miss it. Rebound Summers. 3 Ravens around the rim there on that defensive possession. Carroll takes the drive, puts it up, missed it. Keita on the glass lays it in. And Boubacar Keita. This Pratt team, not a big team, Chris. Their biggest player is 6'8". We're going to need to see Boubacar Keita aggressive today if the Ravens want to win.
There's aggressive defense right there.
And a timeout taken by Pratt. 7:52 to go, first half. We'll keep it here for a second. 4-3 Beavers early, but like you said, Chris, a nice putback score by Keita, and then Chris Carroll nearly got a steal there, but that's something we've talked about with both Coach Herkelman and between us here today is, of course, BK, a great player, but sometimes just needs to be a little more tough and aggressive when he has the ball in his hands, and I think today, with Pratt being a little undersized down low, a great opportunity for Keita to dominate this game.
Yeah, this is the chance where he can get his confidence that he needs in conference season, and I believe it starts with this game because I mean you're 2 inches taller than the tallest person on Pratt. You have you just put up 2 really good games against somebody that you used to go up against in practice all the time. You can be aggressive and you can actually become a very good player in the system, but you got to believe in yourself, and I can't wait for him to actually see that. And hopefully that's in this game.
4-3, Pratt our score. 1 point for Kevonte Williams. 3 points as well for Dion McLaughlin. And for the Ravens, it's 1 for Chris Carroll and 2 for Boubacar Keita. Williams has the basketball. Hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking for a pass. It's deflected and stolen by Isaac Jackson. Here comes Javen Kofor. Kofor all the way. Stops on a dime. Hands off Carroll. Moving 3, and it's good. Chris Carroll from downtown. Ravens take the lead. 6-4, a 6-0 run for Coffeyville. 4 points early for Chris Carroll. That's a guy I'm sure they wouldn't mind seeing get going, Chris.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all. It's a good way to get started.
6-4 Coffeyville. Williams guarded by Carroll. Hands it off to Caleb Smith, who's got Isaac Jackson on him. Now Smith, nice crossover move. Kofor able to close out. McLaughlin looking for another 3. That one off. Rebound Carroll. One-handed rebound from Chris Carroll.
Wow.
He is one heck of an athlete. Carroll trying to throw it up and might have lost it off his fingertips there on the way up, or there was some sort of miscommunication. But either way, it's a turnover. Here comes Pratt the other way. Williams, the pass to Smith. Smith down low to Bubba Russ. Bubba Russ is double teamed. Kick to Williams. Williams for 3, and that one is off. Rebound Janai Summers. Ravens have caught a break with Kevonte Williams being a little bit slow out of the gate. Summers goes up, lays it in. 8-0 run for the Ravens. Janai Summers with his first points of this afternoon. And Chris, one of the things we talked about was somebody other than Chris Carroll stepping up to help Chris Carroll. And I think the guy that, for me, that is the key to that is Janai Summers.
Yeah, no doubt.
That layup is good for Dion McLaughlin. Kofor trying to play fast, and Kofor, one of the quickest guys in the league already as a true freshman. Summers working left, down low Keita. Keita backing down, nice spin move. Now trying to get some space, and a foul is called. That'll be on Bubba Russ, and aggressive attack by BK. He draws contact. Good things happen when Boubacar Keita has the basketball, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
And I think a lot of people believe that. Now I think we just might need BK to believe that a little more. Kofor inbounds play, and they will get it to Isaac Jackson, who caught it like a wide receiver going on a go route. Javen Kofor, handoff Chris Carroll. Carroll's got 4. Ravens have a 2-point lead. Kofor, 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Big screen from Kada. Kada, Carroll, extra pass, Janai. Janai for 3, little strong. Battle for the rebound taken by Bubba Russ. 8-6 Coffeyville. Raven defense looking for a stop. This is Jarrett Dingle. Dingle hands it off to Bubba Russ. Bubba Russ goes inside, and it's a jump ball. It'll stay with Pratt, but good defense there by the duo of Carroll and Kada.
Carroll and Kada, that sounds good.
First media timeout of the afternoon. We'll take it with them. Ravens lead at 8-6 early. We'll see C.J. Smith. We'll see Brian Griffith when we come back in 60 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Filet Olay steak bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet Olay steak bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
Freund alongside with me, and good start for Chris Carroll and a good start for Boubacar Keita as well. Ravens obviously looking to snap a 2-game losing streak after dropping back-to-back games to NEO. It is Pratt basketball here out of the timeout, and the shot there is good. It's a 3-pointer from Dingle to give the Beavers the lead. So great shot there by Jared Dingle. Ravens now trail 9-8. And C.J. Smith hands it off to Jeremiah Kemboy, who had it poked out of bounds. It will stay with the Ravens. Coffeyville down 9-8, about 5 minutes into this one. Kemboy in there with Brian Griffith as well as Jackson Smith and Carroll. And now that's a screen for Kemboy. Kemboy hands it off to Chris Carroll. Carroll's got 4 of the Ravens' 8 so far. Carroll, 5 to shoot. Crossover move, trying to attack and lost it. Now coming the other way, Kevonte Williams with a nice finish to put the Beavers up by 3. Brian Griffith, C.J. Smith, and that one nearly stolen as well. Kept alive by Kemboy. Kemboy the drive, the kick, Jackson, good. Baseline jump shot for Isaac Jackson, and it cuts the lead down to 1. 11-10 Beavers early in this one. McLaughlin pass down low, nice find, and Bubba Russ the stuff. So now here comes Jeremiah Kemboy. Hands off C.J. Smith. Smith to Griffith. Griffith thought about the 3. Now we'll send it way downtown. Banked it in. Brian Griffith. A little bit of a Jordan shrug as he comes back the other way. I'm not sure he thought that was going in.
Hey, you know, bank or not, it's good.
Bank good. Lucky for Brian, the bank's still open on Saturday. Smith the fake, and he'll be whistled for a travel. So Ravens get another defensive stop here with 13:52 to go, first half. Coffeyville basketball, we're tied at 13.
I've never really heard of the Bank of Griffith, but who knows?
The Bank of Griffith.
It works.
Now Brian has it on the right wing, guarded by Dingle. Hands off C.J. Smith. Smith trying to get it to Kemboy, and that'll be a foul against Caleb Smith. Janai Summers. And there's so many Smiths, I'm getting them all mixed up. Janai Summers is in for Chris Carroll. And now the Ravens here, inbound play coming. Summers to Kemboy. And Kemboy trying to get some separation, finds Griffith. Griffith working left. This is Kemboy. Gets a big screen from Isaac Jackson. Jackson the pass back to Griffith. Good defense here on the perimeter by Pratt. 7 to shoot for the Ravens. Griffith down to C.J. Smith. Got to get a shot. Griffith will send it again way downtown. That went off the rim, no good. Summers got a hand on it, still loose. Out of bounds. Raven basketball. Heck of an effort by Janai Summers.
Yeah, gotta love it, keeping that possession alive for the Red Ravens.
And I think, is this the first time, Chris, that we've seen the 3 coaches matching on the same afternoon as Summers gets the inbounds pass? They're all wearing the same quarter zip. C.J. Smith backs into a corner 3 and put it in. C.J. Smith from downtown puts the Ravens back in front, 16-13. So just like in game number 1, a game of runs so far at Ellis Hall. The drive by McLaughlin. Griffin poked it. Going back up is McLaughlin, blocked by Jackson. Kemboy takes the rebound.
What a block by Jackson. Wow.
Kemboy had that pass poked, trying to keep it alive, and poked again, and now a fight for it, and Kemboy will be called for the foul. Justin Robinson was the one that got a hand on it. And Robinson a little frustrated getting up, but seems like he's okay. Now we'll see number 12, Zaquan Jones, check in.
You got to admit, that was pretty good hustle by Robinson right there.
And honestly, good hustle by Kemboy to prevent an easy breakaway layup.
Very true.
Williams trying to get the ball inbounds, gets it to Robinson, who hands it back to Williams. Beavers down by 3, 12.5 to go first half. Williams, nice move, stops and starts, tries to go baseline on Isaac Jackson, and turned it over. Griffith coming the other way. Bryan looking for a pass. Alley-oop, Summers! Air Ravens! Janai takes flight, and a 5-point lead. In case you were wondering, Janai can jump. Pull-up jump shot is good there from Dingle. This Pratt team very quick. Very, very quick. C.J. Smith here, and he shuffled the feet. C.J. Smith, Chris, listed as 6'7". That might be the biggest 6'7" I've ever seen.
Very true.
Media timeout. Ravens lead at 18-15. Janai Summers off the feed from Bryan Griffith. Takes flight. Ravens up 3. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest. No payments for 90 days and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
Joined alongside with me here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. And Chris, great defense by the Ravens on that last possession. Bryan Griffith found Janai Summers for an alley-oop. And a good start here for Coffeyville, at least especially in this last 5 minutes.
Yeah, they've started warming up a little bit, which has led to a change of the scoreboard.
18-15 our score. This is Pratt basketball. Justin Robinson hands it off to Bubba Russ. Russ now trying to drive on Kata. Russ spinning. Trying to go right at BK. Put up a hook shot. No good. Offensive rebound taken by Williams. Williams trying to attack Kofer now. Goes up, draws the foul, and will head to the free throw line. Javen Kofer getting some words from Jay Herkelman after missing out on that defensive rebound. First free throw here for Williams is good. Cavante on the season, about 58% at the line. He does struggle there. He's 2 of 3 today so far. Second free throw up and good. Javen Kofer brings it up. Ravens by 1 with 11:20 to go first half. Summers hands it off to C.J. Smith. Smith to Griffith. And now Griffith with the basketball. Hands off to Javen Kofer. Kofer. And he got fouled by Justin Robinson. Robinson almost seemed surprised by that foul call, Chris, but he hit Javen Kofer in the face. Yeah. I don't know how you're surprised about that.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, a hit to the face usually consists of foul.
I mean, most sports around the world, except for MMA, you can't hit somebody in the face.
That's true.
Janai Summers the drive. The kick. Kofer, good look for 3. Javen Kofer, a little short. Rebound collected by Williams and the Beavers. Beavers down 1, trying to take the lead. Nice pass and a finish from Zaquan Jones. Kofer the drive, the kick to Summers. Summers pull-up jump shot. Gives the Ravens the lead right back. Janai Summers. 20-19, Ravens lead, 10:35 to go first half. We'll see Carroll and Jackson move back to the scorer's table. As now Pratt Beaver basketball. The drive by Williams goes up, and that one rimmed out. Cada had it momentarily. Williams got a hand on it, but it's collected by C.J. Smith. Kofer, nice move right. Javen all the way inside and got fouled, nearly put it in. Javen Kofer. Chris, we talk about Tatana Woods Blackout maybe being the fastest point guard on the women's side of the Jayhawk. Javen Kofer might already be one of the quicker guards on the men's side.
Yeah, his speed amazes me.
Kofer at the free throw line here for the Ravens. First one up and good. Carroll and Jackson in for Smith. As well as, let's see who is the other one that came out. Griffith was. So now it'll be Kofer, Summers, Carroll, Jackson, Cada. So it's the starting 5 once again for Jay Herkelman. One more free throw here for Carroll. Ravens lead at 21-19. And Kofer's second shot is off. Rolled off the rim, no good. Ravens by 2 as we're about to cross the halfway point of the first half. Very talented Pratt team, very talented Raven team. Both teams looking to start 1-0 in conference play. Justin Robinson dribbles just beyond half court. Guarded by Summers, hands it off to Williams. They now work it to Zaquan Jones. Jones down low, Caleb Smith. Smith trying to back down Kofer and was fouled. That'll be against Kofer, and Kofer's got now a pair of fouls in this first half. So now we may see a very quick return for Brian Griffith. That's exactly what we'll see as Kofer has 2 fouls. Obviously, Javen Kofer, a very important player. You don't want him picking up that 3rd foul anytime soon.
That's for sure.
First free throw was good from Caleb Smith. Excuse me, this is Justin. This is Caleb Smith. They have the same haircut. Like identical haircuts. Smith and Robinson do.
They do.
Second free throw is up and missed it. Rebound tapped out to Janai Summers. Ravens lead it by 1. Janai crosses half court, wants to go fast. Janai trying to kick it to Isaac Jackson, and it's stolen. And it was Joseph Operaiki pulling away with the basketball. Pull-up jump shot is in and out. Rebound taken by Janai. Janai's been all over the place so far today. Brian Griffith all the way inside. Up, a lot of contact, no foul. Rebound collected by Isaac Jackson. Chris Carroll. Cada spinning inside, finds Jackson. Jackson to the reverse and lays it in. What a pass from Cada, and what a finish from Isaac.
Yeah, great court vision by BK right there.
Ravens by 3, 8:55 to go, first half. Robinson has it for Pratt. Pratt down 23-20. Big screen coming from Jones. They get it to the top of the key. This is Operaiki. And now the kick. Jones trying to attack Jackson. Now top of the key. This is Smith drawing the fake, getting inside, and a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Ravens on that possession. Ravens with the ball, leading it by 3, 8:22 to go, first half. Chris Carroll with the basketball. Carroll gets a big screen from Isaac Jackson. The kick to Cada. Cada had it stolen. And Justin Robinson coming the other way will lay it in. Pratt anticipated that pass to Griffith. And now an inbounds pass goes to Chris Carroll. Raven lead just 1. It's been very back and forth in the early stages of this one. Summers collects that pass. Janai spinning, had it stolen by Robinson. Robinson coming down the floor again, lays it in, and Pratt takes the lead. Justin Robinson's had great hands on defense in his time in today. Ravens down 24-23, 7:40 to go first half. Chris Carroll working left, step back jump shot for Carroll, way strong. And Jones pulls down the rebound. Jackson got a hand on it, but it is Pratt basketball. Media timeout, 7:34 to go first half. Ravens down by 1. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place at-home care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place at-home care, 800-982-1866.
I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Sloppy start for Coffeyville, 9 turnovers in the opening 12 and a half minutes of this game, and that's allowed Pratt to keep it close, although the Ravens are shooting 56% from the field. Ravens also winning the rebound battle 11-4 so far tonight.
Things you would expect with the size advantage.
Absolutely. Red Raven basketball, Pratt basketball out of the timeout. And Dingle brings it up, guarded by Janai Summers. Works it to Justin Robinson, guarded by Brian Griffith. Robinson, Okaraiki, and trying to get it down low to Laughlin, and they say Griffith stepped on the line. So it's still Pratt basketball, 15 to shoot. And we'll see Robinson inbound it. Robinson the kick to McLaughlin. Now back up top of the key to Caleb Smith. Smith the move and had it poked by Chris Carroll. Griffith going the other way. Tough finish and missed it. Battle for the rebound still loose and taken by Pratt. Here come the Beavers the other way, leading it by 1. Corner 3, Robinson is off. Kept alive, tap to Dingle. Dingle's floater is off, and Cada pulls down a rebound. Couple good looks for Pratt. Ravens catch a break and don't allow any points. Jackson fouled on the way up. And Isaac Jackson will go to the free throw line after the foul on McLaughlin. .6:43 to go, first half. Isaac Jackson at the line. They actually changed the foul call to Joseph Operaiki. Isaac's first free throw is good. ties the game at 24. One more free throw coming here for Isaac, who's a very solid free throw shooter for a forward. And the second one up and left it short. Tie game at 24, 6:37 to go in the first half. Carroll will be called for a foul there on a reach against Dingle. Carroll picks up his first foul. Both teams will be in the bonus for the rest of the half.
You put them inside a wrestling ring, that would have been a good reverse chin lock, accidentally.
Pratt basketball, Robinson, huge screen from Operaiki. Now hands it off to Dingle. Dingle trying to get it down low. Jackson caught up in the air. Cato will foul him on the way up. And so Cato called for the foul. That'll send Operaiki to the free throw line. And on the season, Operaiki has only attempted one free throw, and he missed it. So he's 0% at the line. That's something you don't see every day.
0 for 1.
First one up, and good.
No longer 0 for anything.
One more free throw here for Operaiki as C.J. Smith checks in for Cada. Operaiki, a freshman out of Owerri, Nigeria, and he misses the second. 1 point lead for the Beavers, 25-24, 6:17 to go first half. Griffith brings it up, hands it off to Summers. Summers attacking baseline, got a great first step, but had it blocked from behind. Ravens in a little bit of an extended slump offensively, but they're hanging right there with Pratt. It's a 1 point game. Smith trying to attack. All the way inside, missed the shot. Rebound Jackson. Griffith brings it up. Ravens want to go fast. Handoff. This is Chris Carroll. Carroll, nice pump fake. Carroll goes inside and lays it in. Chris Carroll gives the Ravens the lead, 26-25. And Carroll's got 6 points in the first half. (26-25) Red Ravens. Dingle with it. 5.5 to go first half. 15 on the shot clock for Pratt. Dingle walks up to the 3-point line. He's guarded by Summers. Now switches on C.J. Smith. Dingle trying to free himself up. Very tough shot. Missed it. That was a horrible possession for Pratt. Didn't even pass the ball. And now a foul against the Beavers coming the other way.
Which makes that possession even worse, if you will.
Gio Walton checking in for the Ravens. Walton will come in after this first free throw. That foul was on Operaiki, who now has 2 fouls. So a key big on this team, their biggest player on this team now with 2 fouls in the first half. Free throw for Summers is good. Janai Summers has been asked to do a lot as a true freshman to help this team score, pass, rebound, defend. But obviously Jay Herkelman trusts him a great deal, and for the most part, Janai has delivered through his first 6 college games. Free throws are good. Janai will get a breather. Summers leads the team with 8 points so far tonight. He's a good player, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt.
Stoppage of play here, as we'll have a spot on the floor attended to. Now a substitution as Caleb Smith out, and we'll see the return of Kayvonte Williams. 5:15 to go first half. Pratt basketball. Ravens lead at 28-25. Coffeyville trying to sweep a doubleheader to get conference play started. McLaughlin, nice crossover move, attacking, blocked by Jackson. Here comes Carroll the other way. The pass ahead to Griffith. Griffith all the way, no good. Griffith wanted a foul, didn't get it. Now a fight for the basketball and a foul the other way. And that'll go against C.J. Smith. So that'll send Pratt to the free throw line, and it'll be Operaiki. And after only taking 1 free throw in his first 4 college games, he's going to have his 3rd and 4th here today, Chris. quadrupling his sample size.
Yeah, if you're gonna get free throw chances, it might as well be in a game.
First one is up and good.
He's kind of proving that his small sampling size wasn't accurate.
Well, 0 for 1's a pretty tough thing to judge.
It is.
Second one is up and good. 3 of 4 at the line for Operaiki, and 28-27 as Pratt back within a point. 4:55 to go. Raven basketball. Griffith brings it up, hands it off to C.J. Smith. Carroll to Gio Walton. Walton looking for some space. Gio hands it off to Carroll. Tough shot for Chris Carroll, and he put it in. 9 for Chris Carroll. Ravens by 4, and Carroll with a huge shot there for Coffeyville. Dingle dribbles under 4:27 to go in the first half. Ravens 31, Pratt 27. Beavers 2-2, Ravens 3-2, both looking for a conference win. That one well short. Battle for the rebound. Robinson fighting with Walton, and Robinson stepped on the line. It'll be Raven basketball.
Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. The turnover gives CCC the ball.
Griffith will bring it up. Ravens by 4. This first half has largely been very back and forth. Griffith, step back, thought about the 3, did not take it, finds Carroll. Carroll, nice move, kick to the corner. Smith for 3, got it. Pratt very aggressive going for the steal. They didn't get it. Carroll found Smith, and that's about as easy as it gets. Second 3 of the half for CJ, and the Raven lead is up to 7. Justin Robinson has it, top of the key. 3:40 to go first half. Ravens have a 7-point lead. Robinson hands it off. This is now Okariki. And now this is the top scorer for this team, Williams, trying to get inside, had it poked. Still a loose ball, and it's a shot clock violation. Raven defense gets another stop. And Chris, that's something that Coach Herkelman said is so important for this team. A young team going to have a lot of highs and lows offensively as they figure it out this season. But defensively, they need to be consistently solid in order to give them a chance night in, night out.
Yeah, no doubt about it. What made me kind of smile at the end of that play, Isaac Jackson basically falling on the ball like a fumble on the football field to make sure that clock violation stood.
Isaac Jackson looks like a football player.
Yeah, it's true.
Media timeout. Let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
Coffeyville leads it by 7 late first half. I'm Shane Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, in a half that's largely been very back and forth between these two teams. And then a big shot as well from C.J. Smith, and the Ravens have opened up their largest lead of the game so far.
Yeah, that defense has really come through in the last few possessions especially. But, you're still kind of waiting for the game to get to the inside, and so far hasn't come quite as much as you would think, but I think it's going to happen.
So it will be Raven basketball here out of the timeout. Ravens shooting 54% in this first half. They've also out-rebounded the Beavers 17-8. 9 points for Chris Carroll and 8 points for Janai Summers. Those have been the two main scorers tonight for Coffeyville. Carroll swings it to CJ. CJ trying to get around the smaller Kevonte Williams. Now back to Carroll. Nice move by Chris. Chris finds Jackson, who goes up and draws the foul. It was a very late foul call for a very obvious foul.
Yeah.
But it will send Jackson to the free throw line after the foul by Williams. Isaac is 1 of 2 at the stripe today. Pratt, 7 of 10 at the line so far tonight. Ravens 5 of 8. First free throw here for Isaac. Up and good. For a guy that's not really known as a jump shooter, Chris, that's a really good shot.
It really is. Great form on the free throw.
Second free throw here for Isaac is good.
Just consistent. That's a great, consistent shot there.
9-point lead for the Red Ravens, their largest of the day. 3:05 to go first half. Coffeyville obviously would love to take some momentum to the locker room. Some stops, some scores, maybe get a double-digit lead through the front 20 minutes. This is Justin Robinson handing it off to Kayvonte Williams. Kayvonte Williams looking for a pass inside. And Opa Reike lost it out of bounds. Red Raven ball.
Great defense once again for the Red Ravens.
And we see Russ return as well as Jones and Smith. So Pratt deploying their starters here late in the first half, with the exception of Zaquan Jones. Carroll hands it off to Gio Walton. The Ravens with a 9-point lead, trying to build on their largest lead of the afternoon. Step back three for Griffith, and almost put that in. Here comes Pratt the other way. Dingle trying to attack, coming down full head of steam, and he's fouled. With 2:25 to go in the first half, and we mentioned Javen Kofer looked like the fastest player on the floor. Well, there's his biggest competition right there.
Yeah.
Jared Dingle, the freshman out of Hempstead, New York. Another New York kid. Chris, this Pratt team's full of New York kids. I don't know if you've looked at your roster sheet, but
you know,
a lot of New York on here.
Yeah, they seem to know how to recruit from there.
First free throw was good from Dingle. We'll see the return of Boubacar Keita. So it's Walton, Griffith, Smith, Jackson, Keita. As Chris Carroll gets a breather.
5 from New York, 1 from New Jersey for this Pratt team.
Rebound by Jackson after the missed free throw from Dingle. Ravens by 8, trying to continue to add on here late first half. Jackson, a big collision between Smith and Williams. Wow. No foul. Isaac spinning, kicking on the wing. Gio Walton the drive, the kick to Keita. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Keita trying to back down Russ. Now kicks to Griffith. Straight on 3 for Brian. Good! Brian Griffith from way downtown off the assist from Boubacar Keita. Griffith has some ridiculous range. Trying to answer quickly, Dingle, and he left it short. Rebound, C.J. Smith. Ravens by 11, still trying to build on it. 138, that's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Coffeyville. Look at that, Chris. Jay Herkelman so happy with that last play. He's showing Javen Kofer what happened and how he can do it. So do that. More of that. Griffith gets a screen from Keita. Griffith the drive, had it poked on the way up, and now a kicked ball. It'll be Pratt basketball. 90 seconds left, and Chris, like we said in the girls' game, Pratt was able to close the gap in the girls' game right before the half, but Coffeyville gets another stop or two and another score or two, takes a double-digit lead to the locker room. I think Coach Herkelman feels pretty good.
Yeah, you'd have to feel good with a double-digit lead, especially, you know, the difference in turnovers and the advantage in rebounding that CCC has had.
Bubba Russ inside to Jones and blocked from behind by Jackson.
Holy cow.
Third block of the half from Isaac. Griffith guarded closely, got to get across half court. He does. Jackson fakes the three. Isaac gets it to Walton, who sends it and missed it strong. Rebound, C.J. Smith. What an effort from C.J. Smith. Under a minute to go first half. Ravens by 11. They have a second chance. Walton, the kick. Griffith stays in bounds. Brian Griffith, big screen from Isaac. Roll by Isaac. Isaac lays it in. And the Raven offense in the last 5 minutes, Chris, night and day to what we saw at the start of the game.
That was a great pick and roll right there.
Here comes Pratt the other way. Dingle the pass. Baseline, Caleb Smith lays it in. About 1 second separating shot clock and game clock, and now Jay Herkelman will call a timeout. We'll take it with him. We're back in 30 seconds. Ravens get the last shot of the half, and we're back in 30 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Seconds left in the first half. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Ravens, of course, the Jay Herkelman special. Timeout on the last possession. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. Brian Griffith, guarded by Kayvonte Williams. We've seen a lot of Griffith today. Kofor has been in foul trouble. Griffith hands off to Gio Walton. Walton, crossover move. Gio, top of the key, now gets it back to Griffith. 10 seconds left in the half. Griffith, Ravens got to go. 7 seconds left. Griffith, double team comes. Brian Griffith got to get rid of it. Had it poked and a foul. I'm not sure about that. Now, Chris, I know I'm the voice of the Ravens, but that looked like a pretty clean strip.
Saving grace for Brian Griffith right there.
No kidding. And the Ravens, no kidding. That's Kayvonte Williams' second foul, and I think he's trying to plead his case, and I think he has one. First one up for Griffith, and good. So on a possession that looked like a nightmare for the Ravens, they're going to at least get 1 point out of it.
And hopefully that'll give them the double-digit lead heading into halftime.
One more free throw here for Brian Griffith. And second free throw for Brian up and good. 43-30. Ravens by 13. Pratt will have to throw one up from three-quarter court. Dingle won't even get it off. Halftime at Nellis Hall, Ravens 43, Pratt 30 as Jay Herkelman's squad has a 13-point lead. Halfway through this one, let's step away for 3 minutes. Red Raven halftime show coming up next, presented by our friends at Community State Bank. We'll break down the first half, and we'll, of course, get you some scores from around the Jayhawk Conference as we move further and further into the first Saturday of conference play. We're back in 3 minutes with the Red Raven halftime show on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Maybe a motorcycle or even a boat. Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
In a life-threatening emergency, physicians matter. That's why at Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we staff our emergency room with emergency medicine physicians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. ER physicians at CRMC have access to general surgeons, specialists, medical imaging, lab services, and the technology needed in an emergency, all right here. If you are faced with a life-threatening emergency, insist on the best and say, take me to CRMC.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado city.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
Ravens up 43. And Chris, first half that for the most part was very back and forth. Javen Kofer found himself in a little bit of foul trouble. Brian Griffith had to step up. He made some big shots, and he did a great job keeping the Ravens in the driver's seat, I should say.
Right.
And the Ravens were able to go on a little run at the end of the half. But I think my MVP of that first half has to be Brian Griffith.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. He was able to take over when Kofer was kind of in some foul trouble, and and he definitely was not only a great scorer but playing great defense as well. Great on both sides of the ball.
We had some kids throwing up half-court shots, Chris, when they were supposed to be shooting threes. So now this should be no problem.
Yeah, I mean, good grief, they're warmed up now.
Put some oomph into it. Oh, that just rolled off. The rim is so cruel sometimes. Let me tell you.
There. Oh, I thought that was it.
This is the highlight of the night, Chris. Come on. Oh, man, they're all hitting rim, too. These kids got some strength in them.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if I could hit threes at this age.
No, I couldn't.
I don't know if I can hit threes at my age now.
I can't. We tried.
Man, they're just all bouncing off the rim.
Yeah, they're so close, so close. Come on.
There we got one, and they both hit it. They both hit it. Free throw. Oh, no, they're shooting free throws like me, Chris. And when I say like me, I mean not good.
Oh, there
and
we
they
go,
both
there
hit
we go.
it. It all comes down to the layup.
Come on, come on.
For the win. He got it.
He got it, too.
That was intense. They were both matching each other shot for shot. You'd think it was Ortiz versus Lehman.
It kind of looked like it, didn't it?
My goodness. That was awesome. Where else are you going to find content like this than on the Red Raven Halftime Show presented by Community State Bank?
Exactly.
The beefdom of sports halftime shows, if you will.
The Philly Minion.
It's filet mignon, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
But
Beef Mountain.
Chris, I mean, we saw Janai Summers get off to a good start. We saw Brian Griffith finish the half strong. Chris Carroll has 9 points. But it's really been spreading the wealth, and I think that was a big key to the game for me, Chris, is Chris Carroll, we know what he can do when he's on his game. He's one of the best scorers in the country.
Right.
But now other teams know that, too. They're making life harder for Chris Carroll. Other guys need to step up. We've seen Summers, Smith, Jackson, Cada. It's been a team effort today, and I think that's why they're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been definitely a complete team effort. One of the things you like to see is you like to see BK kind of take over and get some points. But one thing he has done very well, he's come up with some great assists, to people like Carroll, people, like Gio and Griffith. And BK, his ball handling skills are really good. And for him to have that vision to hand out those assists, that's pretty good stuff right there.
And how about Isaac and BK combining for 4 blocks in that first half, Chris, including some really good ones that you may see more of in the coming days and weeks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blocks are becoming almost my favorite part of the game, and this CCC team knows how to block.
If they keep it up, I mean, we might have to call the recap story Block Party in Nellis Hall.
Exactly. I mean, that's true, especially with some of these. You would think they were going to be easy Pratt points, and all of a sudden you just get a block from behind, and it's so clean when they get to the ball. Yeah. It's just really cool to see.
Yeah, no kidding. And Chris, Ravens doing exactly what we know Coach Herkelman wanted them to do. A much bigger team with a lot more length, a lot more size. They're dominating the rebound battle so far.
Absolutely, and that's something you love to see. And, it is people like BK, but, Isaac Jackson putting up some great
Summers
rebound
and
numbers.
Smith, I think, have combined for like 11 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is contributing for the defensive efforts, and it's showing in the score here with a double-digit lead.
It no doubt is. 7 minutes to go in the halftime here. Let's step away for 2. When we come back, we'll have scores around the Jayhawk Conference here on the opening Saturday of conference play. Our Red Raven halftime show presented by Community State Bank continues in 2 minutes.
Around the house, Windsor Place at-home care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place at-home care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Got a car? Maybe a motorcycle or even a boat. Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, like we said in the first game, always plenty to talk about with Red Raven basketball, and what better place to do it than the Red Raven Coaches Show at Gigi's Burger Bar on Thursday nights from 6 to 7, where we hear from Coach Turner and Coach Herkelman for a full hour. You get a full hour of Turner and Herc on the Mighty 690.
It's better than a bowl. Never mind. I don't know. It's a burger.
It's Turner and Herc in the evening.
Exactly.
And you can you can go there, check out the show, get some dinner at Gigi's. You might even be able to eat dinner with the coaches. I got to eat dinner with the coaches on Thursday. That was one of the coolest moments of my life, Chris.
Hey, my
popularity skyrocketed sitting at the same table as Tony Turner and Jay Herkelman.
Your street cred went up a few notches on that one. Yeah.
No kidding. The waitresses look at you differently when you're sitting next to those two.
Yeah, there's a little bit more respect.
There is.
Shown,
it's like, wow, he must be a cool guy if these two guys like him.
Yeah, true.
No doubt about it. But, of course, Thanksgiving coming up this week, so we will not have a show this week. We're going to let Coach Turner and Coach Herkelman be with their families, of course. But we'll be back at it the following Thursday at 6 o'clock. And, of course, that'll be immediately following a big showdown with Butler. And we'll, I'm sure, have oodles to talk about. We might be trying to fit 2 hours worth of stuff into 1 hour.
Did you say oodles?
Oodles.
Okay, your street cred just went down a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're right.
That.
We're going to need to have another coaches show here soon.
Yeah, you got to get that back
boost
up.
it back up.
Oodle. What would happen if you said the word oodles to Coach Herkelman?
Oh, he'd probably hit me or walk out. One of the two.
One of the two, yeah.
Maybe both. Maybe he'd hit me and then walk out.
That'd
be a double dose of just awful for me.
Oodles. Interesting.
You know it's bad when you don't like it because you said some weird words.
I say some stupid stuff all the time, but I haven't said the word oodles in a long time.
I was trying to mix it up. When you do 2-hour basketball games, you got to keep your vocabulary up.
Well,
I tried to throw in oodles, and clearly that was a mistake.
Oodles,
man.
And yeah.
I'm going to ask when we get Coach Odom or Coach Proctor after the game, I'll ask what they think of the word oodles, and we'll see if they take the headset off and walk away.
Yeah.
Immediately afterwards. Because then I'll know. Scores around the conference as we get ready for the second half here from Nellis Hall. Johnson County defeats Arkansas State Mid-South 95-63. Ellsworth over Labette 63-50. On Point Academy beats Highland 84-76. Cowley over Northwest Tech 80-69, I should say. These are all men's scores. 80-69 Cowley over Northwest Tech. Hutchinson over Dodge City, 89-73. Chris, that Dodge City team that was regular season champions a season ago, a really good Dodge team. They're 2-6 to start the season.
Wow.
Tough start for them. Tough start for them. Hutchinson, though, they're undefeated, and they look good. Colby is down by 2 to Garden City, 35-33 at the half. Later on today, we'll see Seward County and Cloud, as well as Neosho and Metropolitan. Barton up 8 on Independence right now. Butler all over. And Northern Oklahoma, Enid.
You know, I'm really looking forward to that Kansas K-State game as well. You know, there's going to be oodles of points scored in that one.
Man, I didn't realize that word was so offensive, Chris. I'm sorry. On the Ladies' side today, Cali over Northwest Tech, 85-62. Hutchinson edges Dodge in one of the best games of the year so far, 72-70.
Wow.
Butler over Tonkawa, 75-43. Cloud over Seward, 73-68. And Barton over Independence, 68-56. Conference play underway. And, of course, second half action here, getting ready here inside Nellis Hall here this afternoon.
You know, we knew that Hutch Dodge City game, we knew that was going to be a fight to the very end, but holy cow. What a win by Hutch. 72-70 over Dodge. Incredible victory right there.
No doubt about it. Red Ravens up 13 at the break, looking to continue that good play here into the second half, and we'll see if they can keep it up here for the final 20 minutes, something that this Coffeyville team struggled with. And Chris, this Coffeyville team only lost 8 times a year ago, but one of their kryptonites was getting off to really good starts against Butler, against Barton, against Hutchinson, whoever, and then not being able to hang on in the second half.
Right.
So different team, different year, but Coffeyville having a lead at the half now has 20 minutes to protect it. Javen Kofer back in, playing with 2 fouls. He gets the inbounds pass as we start the second half. Kofer hands it off to Janai Summers. Summers had 8 in that first half, and now they work it around to Chris Carroll. Carroll in the post going inside, and an offensive foul. Jay Herkelman not happy with that one. So Carroll picks up his 3rd. And now Pratt basketball. 43-30, Ravens pick up an offensive foul on their first possession of the second half, and it's the 3rd on Chris Carroll. And now spinning, Williams wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Caleb Smith with it now. Top of the key, 3 for Dingle, in and out. And the rebound taken by Isaac Jackson. Here comes Javen Kofer. Kofer stops, hands off to Carroll. Carroll trying to get to the baseline. Carroll floater inside, missed it, cleaned up, and scored by Carroll. He cleans up his own miss, Chris. And now Jackson, look at the hustle by Isaac.
Wow.
And it's Red Raven basketball. What a play by Isaac Jackson.
I didn't think there was any way that was going to be Red Raven basketball.
No doubt about it. That was an unbelievable play by Isaac. Unbelievable play by Isaac.
Oh, BK leaves a little short after a nice pass by Kofer.
Yeah, Ravens really looking sharp in the last 5-6 minutes or so. Now looking to build on this 15-point lead, but that shot is good for Bubba Russ. That's a 2-point basket. Raven basketball now up by 13, 45-32. Early second half of this one. Cada, jump shot is off, and the rebound collected by the Beavers. Pratt moving the other way, trying to cut into this deficit even more so. Caleb Smith with it now. Smith the drive, the kick. Williams on the baseline. It kicks it out to Bubba Russ for three. Russ airballs it out of bounds, Red Raven basketball. And there you see Coach Herkelman always, working with his players. And he just said as they were coming back on offense, Chris, that he yelled at BK and said, we could be up 17 if you could make a layup.
Yeah, he did short arm that last one. You know he's going to try to fix that.
Cato with it now on the right wing. Hands it back to Javen Kofer. Janai Summers. Summers looking for a pass. This is Boubacar Keita. Keita to Carroll. Carroll pull-up jump shot from the elbow, and it's a little bit strong. Rebound collected by Caleb Smith. 2 minutes into the second half. Ravens up 13. Dingle, extra pass, McLaughlin, and he's guarded by Jackson. And now the Smith, the drive, spun, lost it momentarily, now fighting for it, and they get it back. Bubba Russ. 12 seconds to shoot. Russ attacking Keita, lays it up, and no good. Keita got a piece of it. And Summers collects it in the corner. Keita got a piece of that shot, and it might have been just enough to keep it out. Jackson, the drive, the kick to Carroll. Extra pass to Janai Summers. Summers looking for a pass. Summers now walks it back to the right wing. Kofer, Summers steps into a three-point shot, and in and out. Keita hit the deck. Russ and Keita got tangled up. No call. Here they come the other way. Smith for three, short. And out of bounds, Red Raven basketball. So, Chris, the Ravens have had stretches of this game where they have not executed at a high level, but Pratt has been unable to take advantage. They've missed a lot of key shots and turned the ball over in some key moments as well. So unlike the Pratt girls team, Pratt hasn't really taken advantage of some slow stretches for the Ravens yet.
That's exactly right.
3 minutes into the second half, Ravens up 13. Keita hands it off to Summers. Summers hands it off to Carroll. Carroll steps into a jump shot. Good look for Chris. And in and out. Keita on the glass. Goes back up and one. BK puts it up and in.
There's the BK we want to see here today.
And now C.J. Smith will check in here for the Ravens, coming in for Chris Carroll. And Carroll playing with 3 fouls. And obviously you want to be very careful with him not picking up that fourth. So I think this is a smart move by Coach Herkelman. Chris Carroll, of course. A lot of guys on this team that are in the discussion for most important player on the team. But Chris Carroll right at the forefront of that conversation.
Yeah, no doubt.
Keita's free throw is good. Chris Carroll, one of those players, Chris, that has oodles of talent.
Yes, that's true.
16:45 to go. Ravens up 48-32. The drive, the kick to Smith. Extra pass inside to Russ, and he lays it in. Nice find there by Pratt. And here they come the other way. Ravens Kofer, hands off Jackson. Jackson pass to Janai. Janai on the left wing, guarded by Williams. Smith way downtown, missed it, left it short. Rebound McLaughlin. Pratt up ahead with numbers. Williams all the way inside, lays it in. 4 straight points for Pratt. They've cut the lead down to 12. And the year may change and the teams may change, Chris, but something I've learned in my 2 years here in Coffeyville is Summers takes a three and hits it. Something I've learned in my 2 years here in Coffeyville, even though the teams may change and the players may change, Pratt always a scrappy opponent.
Yeah.
It is tough to battle the Pratt Beavers. As that's a fight with Janai, it'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with Pratt, but Janai Summers has been really, really good today.
Yeah. Cruel Summers, if you will.
Oh, that's great. Media timeout, 15:53 to go. Let's step away for 60 seconds. We'll be right back on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
And at Roman Chevrolet, all 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
You know, fun story, me and my good friend Parker Testa, we went to a party our senior year of college, and we were in a lip sync battle with a bunch of other people, and we chose that song, and we got the place rocking, let me tell you.
I'd say so.
I mean, you put college kids and Sweet Caroline on, Neil Diamond, he knows how to throw a party, let me tell you.
You know, he gets a lot of money, a lot of bell box money from that song.
He does. Three-pointer for Russ is off. Rebound taken by Isaac.
That was airmail.
Here come the Ravens the other way. C.J. Smith, great look for three, and a little bit strong. Ravens lead it by 15 with 15 and a half to play. McLaughlin, nice kick inside, and going up and missing the layup is Russ. Still loose, and McLaughlin missed it, and now pulled down by C.J. Smith. Another missed possession for the Pratt Beavers.
You know, Pratt's doing a good job of crashing the boards. They're just not turning that into points.
Cada on the block, now trying to back down. Cada, and that's a blocking foul, and Bubba Russ can't believe it. I think he's lucky he didn't get called for a flop. I don't know if it was a block, but it probably should have been a flop. So it'll be Raven basketball. They lead it by 15. Coffeyville has outscored Pratt in the second half, 8-6. Would be a pretty fun Saturday to start with a doubleheader sweep. Start off conference play.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Isaac Jackson finds Summers. Summers the hot hand right now. Hands it off to Kofer. Kofer fakes. Step back three. Javen Kofer. No, and Summers was there for the rebound, but it carried away. The drive by Dingle all the way inside and blocked out by Cada. And now ripped away by Kofer. Look at this Raven defense. Kofer, handoff Summers. Ravens with the ball still up 15. Pratt's in a huge cold slump, and a big part of that, the Raven defense. Summers fakes, looking for a pass. Janai hands it off. Driving is Jackson, going up inside. No, it's Karam to C.J. Smith. 8 to shoot. C.J. goes up and lays it in. Ravens with their largest lead of the day. It's a 17-point edge for Coffeyville. And Chris, this is just another example of what we've learned already in the first 5 games of the season, now 5.5. This team, as Russ puts in a spinning jump shot, pretty tough shot there. But this team, they may go through some ups and downs this year as they learn how to play together. Summers takes a three and hit it. But they have all the talent in the world.
They do. You start off with talent at the beginning of the season. You add an experience and the togetherness of playing a full season.
And we talked about it, Chris, when NEO beat this team in overtime. We said, if you want to beat this team, you better get them early.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you're going to be able to get them in February and March.
Very true.
So if you want to beat Jay Herkelman this year, I suggest you do it before the holidays. Nice pass inside to Russ. He was blocked from behind. Ravens coming the other way. Ravens have blocked a ton of shots today. Summers again. Got it! Janai Summers having the best day of his career. Timeout Pratt. Ravens by 21. It's the Janai show at Nellis Hall. We're back in 60 seconds.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
The afternoon. I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with me, and Chris, a guy that we said is going to have to step up and help out Chris Carroll on offense, has stepped up today. Janai Summers has been really, really good.
Now, when I say Cruel Summers, am I quoting Bananarama? Am I quoting Taylor Swift? Or am I quoting Summers' three-point shooting against Pratt?
No kidding.
You make the choice.
Janai Summers out of Evansville, Indiana. We've talked to Coach Herkelman numerous times about just how much he's asked to do in just his 6th career college game, but this team trusts him. They believe in his talent, and his talent's showing in a big way today. Ravens by 21. Kayvonte Williams with it. Nice move to get around Griffith. The kick to the corner. Caleb Smith takes a 3 and hits it. Nice possession there for the Pratt Beefers. And the lead down to 18. 59-41 Red Ravens. 12:52 to go. Summers with it now. Janai working. Janai hands it off to C.J. Smith. Smith trying to get some separation. The attack, the pull-up is good. You know, most teams, Chris, are happy to recruit one guy like Janai Summers or C.J. Smith. Jay Herkelman got 2 of them.
2 is better than 1.
Drive, nice kick to Bubba Russ. Bubba Russ in a lot of trouble with Kata on him. That one deflected, kept alive. The kick to Smith, and Smith fouled him going up. Caleb Smith fouled by C.J. Smith, and C.J. get that finger bent a little bit on the way up. Looks like he's okay. C.J. winced a little bit after that foul.
It almost looked like it was kind of near the eyes, but not the case.
12:26 to go. Ravens by 20. Smith and Summers. Now Smith and Summers, that's a lot like Lehman and Melton when it came to the 2 Baileys. I mean, that just sounds like a law firm, doesn't it, Chris?
It does.
Smith and Summers.
Smith and Summers.
Knocking down 3s for you. Way better than that firm, Broderick and Gans. Second free throw up and got it. 61-43 our score. Trying to get the ball in play. They get it to Summers. Nice pass from Isaac Jackson.
I saw my life flash before my eyes on that pass.
You got to have faith in Janai, Chris.
I have faith in him, not in me.
C.J. Smith to take right. C.J. stops on a dime, hands it off to Kata. Kata trying to back down. Pressure comes late. Kata goes up and scores. And you see Jake Odom turn to us and scream, finally.
Yeah.
Boubacar Kata.
I've been waiting to see that, Shay. I have been waiting to see that move right there.
Looks like Coach Odom agrees with you. Williams trying to get a pass down low. It's stolen by Summers and Chris. The Ravens are in firm control of this game right now. Summers to Smith. Smith goes up strong. Missed it. Battle for the rebound kept alive. Smith keeps it alive. Finds Kata. Kata goes up and draws a foul. And the Ravens right now are cooking. Media timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. Ravens by 20. Playing some good basketball here in their conference home opener. We're back in 60 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
A little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, Long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ravens lead 63-43 with 11:36 to go. I'm Shane Chris Royal.
The toughest conference in all of the country in JUCO college basketball. This has been a pretty good first impression for the Red Ravens.
Yeah, it really has. Their defense has really come alive, especially here in the second half. While there may be some stretches of not production and in the offensive side, their defense has definitely kept the lead for them.
Boubacar Keita at the free throw line as we come back from the break. Keita's first free throw is good. BK, one of the better defensive forwards in this league, and obviously has all the talent in the world to become one of just the best pure players. As Smith nearly got that rebound, and they call it Pratt basketball. Keita 1 out of 2 at the line. Ravens lead it by 21 with 11.5 to go. This is this is Justin Robinson. I almost said James Robinson. That's the former Jaguars running back.
He ain't here.
No, he's not. And he's not playing for Pratt either, even if he was.
He's
Caleb Smith, the drive. It's blocked, but a late foul.
Oh, that looked pretty clean to me.
And they say that Smith's arm came down onto the shooter, Smith, but like you said, Chris, that looked good. So that's the third foul on CJ. So now 3 fouls on CJ, 3 fouls on Carroll. First free throw short. And Chris, that's the age-old saying, ball don't lie.
That's true.
One more free throw here for Caleb Smith. With Pratt down 21, and he missed them both.
Those are two pretty big misses right there.
Pratt's got to get something going if they want a chance in this one, because the Ravens seem to be figuring out more and more about themselves as we go on. Isaac, nice spin move. Isaac trying to plant his feet, throws it. Carroll takes it away. Christian Carroll hands it off to Brian Griffith. Carroll the drive. Griffith the drive, and Griffith puts it up and in.
Nice drive by Griffith.
Brian Griffith able to finish, and what was the call there?
Was that a delay? Did I hear delay of
They
game?
might have said warning for delay a game, yeah.
Maybe so, yeah.
Because they didn't call anything. It wasn't like a technical free throw or anything.
No.
Must have been a warning for delay. Bubba Russ looking for a pass, hands it off to Dingle. Dingle the pass, and now this is Smith. Attack by Smith, and he goes inside, and that's going to be foul number 4 on C.J. Smith. And now we'll see Janai come back in. So Jay Erkelman's got a nice lead with 10:29 to go, Chris, but he's going to have to maneuver some guys in foul trouble here to end this game. C.J. Smith with 4, Chris Carroll with 3, Boubacar Keita with a couple fouls as well. So Javen Kofer obviously playing with 2 as well. So a couple key players on this team that have some fouls, and you got to keep that in mind as we move to the second half, move through the final 10 minutes of this one. One more free throw here for Caleb Smith. And he puts it up and got the bounce. 66-45, Ravens lead it by 21. Conference opener for both these teams. Ravens and Beavers. Brian Griffith, corner 3, and off the rim, no good. And the rebound cleared out by Bubba Russ, but ripped away by Janai. Janai goes up, no. Keita got a hand on it, but it's taken by Russ. Ravens are relentless on defense today. Robinson, Smith fakes the three, now trying to attack Carroll. Griffith poked it and took it away. Great help defense from Brian Griffith. The kick to Carroll. Carroll pass to Summers. Summers fakes, Summers drives. Summers has space in the reverse. When it's your day, and it's Janai Summers this afternoon here at Nellis Hall.
It's his day to shine, that's for sure. He's taking full advantage of it.
Not 68-45. We'll see Javen Kofer check in for the Ravens at the next dead ball. 9.5 to go. Ravens by 23. Looking strong in their first conference game of the year. Russ puts it up. No. Rebound Robinson. Robinson goes to the corner. Tries to go inside. Throws it. Wild pass taken by Dingle. Dingle finds Russ. Russ will go back up and a travel. So Kofer comes in for Griffith. And Kofer will bring it up. Coach Herkelman having a conversation with Brian Griffith. Pass to Kofer. Kofer driving right. Kofer kick to the corner. Summers thought about it. Now kicks it to Cada. Cada backing down. Cada hands off Kofer. Carroll top of the key. Deep three. In and out. Cada on the glass. Extra possession for the Ravens. Chris Carroll with it on the left wing. Carroll attacking. Goes between the legs, stops on a dime, finds Jackson through the legs, out of bounds, Raven basketball.
Great rebound by BK to keep that possession alive. That's what you love to see about the big guy right there.
No doubt about it. We'll see the return of Joseph Operaiki. He is Pratt's biggest player at 6'8". Isaac Jackson hands off Chris Carroll. Carroll to Kofer. 6 to shoot for the Ravens. Kofer spins. Hands off to Summers. Summers, 3 to shoot. Got to throw it up. And it's off. And a shot clock violation for the Ravens. So Pratt basketball, they're down by 23, and time becoming a huge factor as they just have 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Caleb Smith, the drive. Nice move to get some space on Carroll, and one.
Oh, man.
And Carroll picks up his 4th foul. So now Carroll and Smith each with 4 with 8:15 to go. Now we'll see Gio Walton check in. So Chris Carroll will take a seat for a couple minutes because obviously you can't have him pick up number 5.
True. I have to commend Carroll for something right there.
What's that?
There was a little bit of John going on, and it was only one-sided. Caleb Smith was doing a little talking to Carroll after that foul and the and one. Carroll didn't say a word.
When you're up 20 points, you gotta obviously be smart about choosing your time to talk because obviously a technical foul can be the momentum that a certain team needs.
That's true. That is true.
To keep the game alive. And now free throw coming here for Caleb Smith with 8:15 to go. 68-47 Ravens make it 68-48 as the free throw is good. Ravens lead it by 20. Javen Kofer brings it up. Kofer hands off to Janai, and nice play by Janai to keep it alive. That was coming from me.
I was like, oh no.
Gio Walton. Walton looking for a pass. Walton working left, hands off Kofer. Kofer guarded closely by Robinson. Kofer the drive, the kick. Walton the drive. Summers, decent look, fakes, hands off Jackson, baseline jump shot. Good! Isaac Jackson, a big shot at the end of the shot clock.
Gotta love that mid-range jumper by Jackson.
That's something Isaac's worked on a lot, his ability to shoot that mid-range jump shot, and it looks good here today. 7.5 to go. Ravens lead it 70-48. Nice pass inside, and Cada and Summers teamed up for one of the better blocks of the year. Jones was fouled on the second try, but Cada and Summers combined to reject the dunk. And every single bucket for Pratt tonight has been hard-earned. That foul was on Cada. And looks like, Chris, that Zaquan Jones learned a lesson that think a lot of people will learn as we go through conference season. Boubacar Keita is a big body to run into.
Yeah, you're going to get a big bump if you go up against him.
Media timeout, 7:25 to go. Ravens up 22. Pratt will have free throws when we're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck's Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Got a car? Maybe a motorcycle or even a boat. Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
Ravens lead 70-48 with 25 to go. I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside.
In game 1, 72-65. And now the guy's up 70-48. It was a very back-and-forth game for about the first 13, 14 minutes. But since then, Chris, Coffeyville has established themselves as definitely the better team here today.
Absolutely. Their defense has just come alive in the second half. Great blocks, great rebounding.
Free throw is good from Zaquan Jones.
And when Pratt's had the chance to put it in, especially within 5 feet, more have not been falling than have been falling.
Second free throw here for the Beavers. That one is off. Rebound taken by Isaac Jackson. Ravens lead at 70-49. Kofor brings it up as we go down to 7:15 left in this game. Boubacar Keita with it. Keita backing down. Keita, nice spin move. Goes up with a jump shot. Missed it. Summers went up for the rebound but couldn't pull it in. Kevonte Williams, what a move, and one.
Wow.
Foul will be on Gio Walton. And a nice move by Pratt's leading scorer. That cuts the lead down to 19 with 7:03 to go. So free throw coming here for Williams, and he puts it in. And the Ravens, after leading by 22, it's now down to 18. So don't count your chickens yet, Chris. This Pratt team, they are a scrappy bunch. They can battle their way back and still make a game out of this, absolutely. 6:51 to go. Walton the drive. Walton the floater. Left it a little bit short. Keita on the glass again. BK finds Jackson, who fakes the jump shot this time. Jackson's pass to Summers. Summers fakes a jump shot. Summers, the pass to Kofor. Kofor, nice fake. Kofor going baseline. And Kofor took a hip to the leg, it looked like. But Jackson comes away with it and stuffs it, and Kofor's shaken up. Kofor took a hip to the leg, and Kofor definitely not feeling that right leg right now. He's out there playing defense, but you can tell he's got a little bit of a giddy up.
Would that be a hitch in his giddy up?
Maybe. Drive by Zaquan Jones, the kick. Pratt's got 3 seconds, got to put it up, left it short. Offensive rebound for the Beavers. Jones the drive and one. And that's now 3 and 1s in the last 2 minutes for the Pratt Beavers. And Chris, that's what's keeping them in this game. The age-old saying in basketball, Chris, is if you foul, make sure they don't hit the shot. That's 3 straight times where Pratt has hit the shot.
That's true, and that came off of a very long offensive rebound controlled by Pratt that led to that and one.
That was the 3rd foul on Boubacar Keita. Free throw from Jones is short. Offensive rebound again. Robinson takes it. Smith the fake. Smith inside. Had it taken away. Out of bounds. Pratt basketball, and Chris Carroll will check back in. So it'll be Pratt basketball. And an inbounds play here.
Good grief, look at the difference between Russ and BK. That's amazing.
It's about 4 inches and probably a couple pounds as well as the inbounds pass. Good look for Williams off the inbounds, and he left it short. Lucky break for the Ravens there as Jackson takes the rebound. And Jackson draws the foul.
And finally, after about 3 seconds of wrestling, the foul is called. I didn't know if we were watching basketball or rugby at some point.
5:40 to go in this one. Ravens lead it by 18. It'll be an inbounds play here for Carroll. Carroll gets it to Jackson. And the Ravens will cross half court. They lead it by 18, 5.5 to play. Kofor, Carroll. Carroll looking left for Summers. Summers takes the three, and a little bit strong on that one. Ravens come up empty on that possession. Pratt trying to close the gap even more, down by 18. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Isaac anticipates it, steals it, and fouled on the way up, and Isaac took a big fall. Good to see he's okay. My goodness, that was a hit.
Yeah.
Foul was on Jones. You're always nervous for guys going up for dunks when you know there's going to be contact because you don't know how you're going to land.
Right.
And that could have been a lot worse. That's a very similar spot and a very similar fall to what cost Hayden Brittingham about 6 weeks last year. First one is off for Isaac. Ravens lead it by 18. Of course, we'll need to hit some free throws down the stretch to put this Pratt team away with just over 5 minutes left. So now one more free throw here for Isaac. And Jackson puts it up and got it. So Jackson 1 out of 2, Ravens by 19. And Pratt's going to need to start thinking about going on a run to close this gap if they want to win this game with just 5 to go, Chris.
Yeah, time is definitely not their friend right now.
Williams the drive, Williams the kick. Zaquan Jones. Williams in the corner. 10 to shoot for Pratt. Steps into a three and left it short. Carroll collects the rebound. And Carroll, it's a jump ball. And it'll be Red Raven basketball, but both the Red Raven bench and the fans sitting behind us wanted that to be a foul. They instead called jump ball, but lucky for the Ravens, possession arrow is with them. Isaac Jackson dribbles it up, hands it off to Kofor. 4:35 to go. Ravens by 19. Couple more scores would really make this tough on Pratt. Carroll, crossover move, works left. What a screen, and Chris Carroll scores inside. Pass ahead to Williams, too strong, and that's a turnover, and Pratt is very rapidly running out of time here this afternoon.
Coffeyville got a little lucky on that, that ball went out of bounds because he was going to be pretty open for a layup if that pass didn't sail on him.
Speaking of guys that were pretty open for a layup, great screen that freed up Carroll on that previous possession.
Yeah, no doubt.
Carroll has it now on the right wing, gets a screen from Keita. Carroll pass to Keita. Keita jump shot is good. Boubacar Keita, 77-54 Ravens. They lead it by 23 as we go under 4 minutes to go. Ravens have made quite the impression in their conference opener. The drive by Smith, and he lays it in. Caleb Smith has been the best scorer today for Pratt. As this is Javen Kofor. Kofor pass to Carroll. Carroll pass to Keita. Keita attacking again, goes up, got it. Back-to-back scores on back-to-back possessions for Boubacar Keita. The drive and the layup is short. Rebound Isaac Jackson, and Pratt really in trouble now as Jackson lost it trying to keep it alive. And it's going to be Pratt basketball. The drive by Smith, the kick to Williams, and one, and Carroll's day is done. Carroll fouls out with 3:16 to go. It's another and one for the Beavers. Media timeout. Chris Carroll's day is done. Ravens are up 21. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
Ravens lead at 79-58, 3:16 to go in this one. I'm Shani O'Chris joined alongside with me, and it will be a free throw here coming up for Kevonte Williams. Lady Ravens won the opener of this doubleheader, 72-65. Now Williams' free throw is good to cut the lead down to 20. Brian Griffith coming in for Boubacar Keita. So it's Kofor, Griffith, Jackson, Smith, and Summers out there as Carroll fouled out. His day is done. Also playing with 4 fouls is C.J. Smith. 3:09 to go. Ravens with a 20-point lead. It would take one heck of a comeback by the Pratt Beavers. Kofor looking to set something up. Now coming off a screen is Griffith. The kick is to Summers. Summers the drive. Had it poked from behind, and that's a turnover. 2:52 to go. Here comes Pratt the other way. Williams lays it in. It's an 18-point game. Inbounds goes to Griffith. 2:45 to go. Griffith with the basketball. 79-61. 2:37 left as the Ravens cross half court. Kofor working left. Handoff to Griffith. 15 to shoot for the Ravens. Griffith working right. Handoff Kofor. Kofor the pass to Summers. Summers the drive and nearly lost it again. The kick to C.J. Smith. The baseline jump shot is good. C.J. Smith with 2:15 left puts the Ravens up 81-61, and now Pratt may just be about out of time, Chris.
Well, I was just going to say the only way they can really come back is if the Pratt Beavers build a dam in front of the basket.
And that would take more than 2 minutes, I think.
It really would, so.
2 minutes to go. Pratt basketball. They're down by 20. This is McLaughlin kicking it to Caleb Smith. Smith will send it for 3 and missed it. And the offensive rebound, McLaughlin, who goes up and lays it in. So it's 81-63 with 1:45 to go. Ravens with the possession here. Just a couple more possessions this afternoon for Coffeyville, who will improve to 4-2 on the season and 1-0 in conference play. Janai Summers with it now on the right wing. Summers double teamed and a foul against Pratt. Isaac Jackson hit the jump shot after the whistle, but just wanted to give Isaac his credit. Another mid-range jumper.
Hey, he's been putting in the work.
Jeremiah Kemboy in for Javen Kofor. We'll also see checking in for Pratt, number 3, Sage Kelsch. Kelsch, a sophomore out of Great Bend.
Is that like a 90-degree?
I'd assume
Great
so.
Bend?
I'd assume it's better than Bad Bend.
I guess so.
Minute 25 to go. Raven basketball, 12 on the shot clock. They work it down to C.J. Smith. Smith took an extra step and traveled. Minute 22 to go. Walton checks in for Janai Summers. Pratt down by 18, but they have a chance to make this look a little bit better as Summers played one heck of a basketball game here today. That'll be a foul against Isaac Jackson. Was the call there a technical foul against Isaac? What was the call there?
I'm not exactly
They said
sure.
23, Isaac Jackson, but there's not going to be any free throws or anything.
I'm not exactly sure what that was.
Isaac stays over as Charles Caparasso is in.
Now what?
There's a minute 20 left. Let's just get this over with. Come on.
It's an 18-point lead for
Why are we playing these games now, 38 minutes in? That's what I want to know. This is Williams handing it off to Operaiki. And Operaiki hands it off to Kelsch. Kelsch trying to get some separation against Caparasso. Kelsch with the pass down low to Operaiki. Had it poked, and that's a foul against Walton. So Pratt will go to the free throw line with a minute 3 to go. 63 seconds left, and like we said, Chris, Pratt, a couple scores can make this look a little closer at the end of this one. Never know when you're going to need the point differential tiebreaker at the end of the season. First free throw up for Operaiki is good. 4 of 5 at the line today now is Operaiki. And one more free throw coming here for Pratt. Up and good. 81-65 with a minute 3 to go. CJ Smith looking to get the ball inbounds. Gets it to Griffith. Ravens dribble it under a minute to go. Brian Griffith crossing the half court. Ravens lead it by 16. This may be their final offensive possession of the day. Kemboy swings it right to Gio Walton. Walton attacking. Pass to Kemboy. Extra pass to Griffith. Griffith the drive. The floater. Good. One more score for the Red Ravens here today. And now this should be the last possession of the day for the Pratt Beavers. 35 seconds to go. Pratt down by 18 points here on the road in Coffeyville. Operaiki with the basketball, hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to get some separation against Caparasso. Pull-up jump shot, in and out. Rebound Walton, and a foul down low will be against CJ Smith, and now he's fouled out with 23 seconds to go. Now they'll send in Des Marshall. That was awesome. Operaiki's going to be at the free throw line. I don't know if you saw that, Chris. CJ Smith gets checked out his night comes to an end after fouling out, and he goes to high-five Coach Herkelman. Coach Herkelman was busy talking to Brian Griffith, so he left him hanging. So Coach Odom and Coach Proctor are watching it. He just high-fives himself. Whatever works.
That's true.
That was amazing.
Self-care is important.
That was a great adaptability there by CJ.
It was.
2 free throws missed. Operaiki had it, and Caparasso had it poked from behind. And now Williams the drive, and he's fouled. My goodness.
This is the longest minute and a half in sports history.
That's not true. There's been Game 7 of NBA Finals that have taken longer, but this is longer than it needs to be. No doubt about that. So it'll be free throws here for Kayvonte Williams. Then you'd have to assume that the Ravens could just dribble out the clock. First one is good. Cloud County Thunderbirds next on the slate Tuesday night. Lady Ravens at 5:30 and the men at 7:30. And, of course, you can catch us right here in the same spot.
We'll just be wrapping up this game by then.
Yeah, hopefully. Tip-off's in 48 hours. 72 hours, actually.
And now what?
And now I think we have a substitution here, as we'll see Alan Martinez check in. And was there a quick timeout taken? I don't know what's happening here. Is there a technical foul?
I don't know.
All I know is there's 17 seconds left. Brian Griffith will take a free throw and hit it. Now can the clock start? That's all I want to know. I think the entire press row is confused on what's happening here. There's 17 seconds left. 85-66 after a pair of free throws from Brian Griffith.
Yeah, those are technical. Who was on? We don't know.
I know who's on first. I do know that.
That is true.
Free throw for Martinez is off. Battle for the rebound. Des Marshall pulls it down. And now all you got to do is cross half court. Kemboy brings it up. Kemboy crosses half court. This one is a Red Raven victory. It's stolen from behind by Robinson. He'll go up and lay it in. But it's not going to matter.
Let's make some noise for our Coffeyville Red Ravens.
This has been the weirdest minute and a half I've ever seen in my life. Now we have another conversation with the officials. I think Coach Herkelman's at the same point we're at now. What are we doing? It's 85-70 with 3 seconds left. Just get the ball in and let the clock run out.
Well, they keep stealing it.
And there it is.
Hey,
85-70.
Yeah.
Ravens win.
Good.
Coffeyville gets the win to start conference play. 85-70 the final. Let's step away for 3 minutes. Red Raven postgame show coming up next on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olay Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olay Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Back here, Ravens win at 85. alongside with me. And Chris, after back-to-back tough losses to NEO, nice bounce-back performance today from the Ravens. 51% from the field, 17 team assists, and they drop 85 points in a big win to start conference play.
Yeah, you can't. Of course, you want to start off with a conference win, but it should have been 20. Some weird stuff happened in the last minute and a half, so it's a 15-point victory, but still a great victory nonetheless for the Red Ravens here tonight.
Janai Summers had one of his better games as a Raven. 19 points, hit 3 3-pointers, 7 shots total. Also had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Ravens blocked 5 shots as a team, so great day defensively for the Ravens, but great day for Janai as well.
Absolutely. Love to see that jump shot. It's a great shot, a great three-point, and good grief. Yeah, he basically was the one that was giving the separation early in that second half to lead to that victory for Coffeyville.
Let's look at the final stats here in this one. Pratt Beavers shoot 44% from the floor, 19% from 3, 63% from the free throw line, 51% from the field for the Ravens, 41% from 3, 74% from the free throw line. For Pratt, leading scorer was Cavante Williams with 16, 15 for Caleb Smith. You also had 9 from Dion McLaughlin and 8 from Bubba Russ. For the Ravens, 19 for Janai Summers. You also had 14 from Brian Griffith, 14 from Isaac Jackson. Another double-double for Isaac, by the way. 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks for Isaac. Great day. You also had 14 points from, like I said, Brian Griffith, 13 from Chris Carroll, 12 from Boubacar Keita, 12 from C.J. Smith, and as well as 1 from Javen Kofer. But, Chris, the Ravens did it again. They spread the wealth very nicely, and you see a bunch of different players with 10, 11, 12, 13 points. That's what it's going to take for this team to win consistently. Chris Carroll, of course, if he scores 25, we'll take that. But him scoring 13 and other guys scoring 15, that's going to help this team win.
No doubt about it. I'm just looking at Boubacar's shots from the field, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the line for his 12 points, and 5 offensive rebounds for BK. So that's a great stat right there. And just love the fact that towards the end of that second half when he was in, they were feeding him the ball and he was able to take advantage of the size, and it looked like he was getting a little bit more aggressive on that offensive side of the ball, which led to some great shots, 2 shots I believe in a row, 4 points in a row for him, which helped that lead extend a little bit.
Yes, it did. Ravens win the rebound battle, 38-27. Ravens also dish out 17 assists. Only 5 assists today for Pratt. Ravens did turn the ball over a little bit more than I'm sure Coach Herkelman wanted, 17 total turnovers, but they also forced 16 turnovers on the day. 8 steals, 5 blocks for the Ravens, and they get the job done 85-70. The final score. Again, Cloud County coming to town on Tuesday night. The Thunderbirds, both Thunderbirds teams beat the Ravens a year ago. So that's that Cloud County team, they have proven that they can hang with both a Tony Turner team and a Jay Herkelman team because they did it last year. So we'll see if the Ravens can take care of business at here at Nellis Hall. But let's step away for 60 seconds. Coach Proctor joins us on the postgame show.
Got a car? Maybe a motorcycle or even a boat? Do you rent or own your own home? If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest. No payments for 90 days and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
Beavers, I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside, and now we're joined by assistant coach Braden Proctor. And coach, after back-to-back tough losses against NEO, 51% from the floor, 85 points. Some strong defensive effort as well today to get a nice conference win to start the year.
Yeah, guys did a good job at responding after 2 tough losses here at home for a couple weeks ago, and then going to NEO's place and losing that. We challenged them and they responded well, came in focused, followed the scouting report pretty well, and took care of business today.
Great day for Isaac Jackson, Coach. 14 points. We saw him knock down some mid-range jump shots, which I know he's been working on. Also had another double-double with 10 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks. He is such a, he's an impact player offensively, but he is one of the best players in this league defensively, and he showed it today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, before the game, we considered if we wanted him to guard on the perimeter, one of the guys on the perimeter instead of inside, just because we thought he could do it and just shut down one of their main players. But I mean, he can guard 1 through 5 and do it really well. He's athletic enough. He plays hard, and he just moves really well. So it's a huge advantage for us that he can guard up and down the floor.
Coach, you hold Pratt to 3 of 16 from 3 today, just 19%. What went through the game plan to make sure that Pratt really had to force their outside shots?
We just wanted to make sure they weren't comfortable shooting. They have some really good guards. They have really good players. So we just wanted to make sure, like, if they're going to shoot it, just have a hand there. Just contest it, and then just finish the play, get the rebound. We did a good job out-rebounding them. We out-rebounded them by 11, so that's a really good thing to see.
And, Coach, Chris Carroll in a little bit of foul trouble tonight, finished with 13 points. Of course, his first week of the season was incredible, but something that we talked about going forward that's going to have to obviously be more of a consistent for this team is other players around Chris stepping up and contributing offensively. We saw 19 from Janai. He was great today. We saw 14 as well from Isaac and Brian Griffith, 13 from Chris Carroll, of course, 12 from BK. I mean, it was just a great team effort, 12 from CJ Smith, and I think that's going to be the recipe for this offense being consistently good moving forward.
Yeah, if we want to maximize what we can do, we need this type of production from our guys. It can't just be Chris going for 30. That's not really sustainable in any environment. It doesn't matter for player pretty much anywhere in college. So to get that type of production from guys off the bench and starting, that's really, really good.
Coach Braden Proctor, good enough to join us after the game. After an 85-70 win over Pratt, the Red Ravens will look to make it 2 in a row against Cloud County on Tuesday. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you, guys.
Absolutely. And, Chris, final thing, we got to name our US 98 player of the game here today, and a lot of great options, again, like the first one, but for me, one guy sticks out, and it's the guy moving over here onto the gym floor right now. Janai Summers, for me, has to be our US 98 player of the game here today.
I can't argue with that a bit. Timely shooting, great shooting, and just great three-point shooting. What a great shot that he had here today. Definitely stepped up.
19 points for Janai Summers and led the Ravens to an 85-70 victory here this afternoon. For Chris Freund to my right, big thanks to Nick Bryan back in the studio. I'm Shane Neal saying so long from Nellis Hall. Ravens are 4-2 on the season. They'll take on Cloud County on Tuesday. We'll talk to you then on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
For the builder from start to finish. Build with Kansas Lumber. US 98 KUSN, Gearing, Coffeyville.